Hey guys, we have some breaking news for you. Giorgio Chiellini has officially announced his retirement, ending a storied career that spanned more than 2 decades. The Italian national team and Juventus legend won a long list of championships, including 9 Serie titles with the Bianconeri and the 2020 Euros with the Azzurri. The 39-year-old ended a 20-year run in Italy with a move to MLS in 2022, helping LAFC to win an MLS Cup title a year ago before leading them back to the final, which LAFC lost on Saturday to the Columbus Crew in what was the final match of his career, as it turned out. Chiellini posted his retirement announcement on Instagram just minutes ago with a statement that read, in part, "You have been the most beautiful and intense journey of my life. You have been my everything. With you, I have traveled a unique and unforgettable path. But now it is time to start new chapters, face new challenges, and write further important and exciting pages of life." It feels like the most Italian way to say goodbye to the love of his life.
It's emotional.
It's very emotional, isn't it? Especially for you, I imagine, Marco.
I love Giorgio. I love Chiellini.
Who doesn't love Giorgio?
It's true, but now I feel like he's starting to get his flowers the way that he deserves to. I think partly because of the Euro 2020 win, when he was finally able to lift the trophy with Italy, because we hadn't had luck besides. Did we play Spain in the semifinals?
You know what? Italy is the bogey team for Spain, so don't bring it up, please. And I know what you're doing. I don't want to play into your hands, but yes.
But he had an incredible career, especially with Juventus. 9 scudetti in a row. 9 titles does not happen, and he was at the forefront of that. He was there through the dark days of Serie B for Juventus, and then 2 7th-place finishes, to Antonio Conte and Allegri coming in and really dominating in Italy. He is the perfect defender. And when I say that is that he's hard-nosed, he's tough, he's a little bit dirty at times.
Aggressive, strong.
But he's also passionate too, right? You'll see him make a tackle and then he'll go and kiss a player, or he's calm in defeat. Look at when he lost with LAFC, he's still smiling and he could say to himself, oh, these guys were better than me. He is the perfect professional in my eyes, and we don't develop Italian defenders like him. If you had to look up Italian defender in a dictionary, you would probably see the face of Giorgio Chiellini.
Yeah, I mean, it's the end of an era, which is quite sad, isn't it? Because he is very vintage in that regard. You absolutely don't really produce these kinds of defenders anymore. But in terms of timing, he is shy of 40 years old. I suppose that this may be the right moment, do you think? And I know that up your sleeve, you have some news about his future.
Listen, I don't know if it's news, but I go based off what he says, right? And he's a very intelligent guy. He's not a footballer that just plays the game. He's smart outside, and he studies, and he wants to become a manager. That's his idea, not a coach. He wants to be like a director of a team. Juventus are desperate for some leadership in that aspect. Lately, I think his next step is that he's going to work for Sky Sport in Italy as a pundit, and then he'll take it from there. But surely he's already flirted with the idea of having to take time, first of all, to speak to his family, but then following that, it's I still want to be involved in football, but just on a different side of it.
It's going to be so exciting to see what the future holds for him, to see him back maybe one day as manager of Juventus. I mean, who knows? But obviously, that's a long time away from now. But in the short term, if we had to look back, you already kind of touched on it already, but the legacy that he leaves behind, because he's not just one of the best defenders in Italian football history, but I think in football history in general, right? So what would be some of the standout ways that we'll remember him in time? I
mean, of course, for the tackles. He was also really good at scoring goals in important moments for us. And of course, the soccer pull down, that's something that it went viral for. But it's about just giving every last drop of sweat, blood, and tears for the shirt that he wears, whether it was Italy or whether it was Juventus. He always gave his all.
Okay, wonderful. Any final thoughts then?
I'm going to miss him. I hope we get somebody else like Giorgio one day. He's got to teach the future of Italian defenders.
Yes, well, they certainly do have a lot to learn from. Of course, we've got lots of ways that people can look back on the wonderful career that Giorgio Chiellini has obviously enjoyed. Well, listen, we'll have more on Chiellini's retirement on Golazo Network throughout the day, so be sure to stay tuned right here.